Okay, so the person invests $50,000 at an interest rate of 8% per annum. So in terms of fraction, 0.08, sorry, and every year, just after the interest has been paid, he takes out an amount of M. So the amount becomes after the interest comes is 1 plus R, and if I say the amount remains after he has withdrawn, that is this much. So it is pretty much like the loan repayment thing. So 1.08 minus M. Similarly for 2, the interest will be on the whole amount, 1.08, and this is the amount after interest, and then he takes out this much. So P 1.08 whole square minus M 1.08 minus M. Similarly 3 will be on this whole thing. So if I multiply this whole thing, this part with 1.08, because the interest will be on the whole of it, so I will write it directly. 1.08, this one multiplied by 1.08 will become a cube, this one will become square, this one will become 1.08, and then he takes out the amount, so it becomes P 1.08 whole cube minus M 1 plus 1.08 plus 1.08 whole square, like that. So exactly after 20 years it will be A20, and that will be P 1.08 20 here. This one will be M 1 plus 1.08 plus 1.08 square up to 1.08 will be 1 less as always, so 19. So if I will erase this part, so the summation, if I write the summation, it becomes A20 is P 1.08 to the power 20, then minus M, if I A is equal to 1, R is equal to 1.08, and N is, there are 20 terms, 1, this is to the power 0, then to the power 1, 2, up to 19, so 20 terms. So this will be 1.08 to the power 20 minus 1, 1.08 minus 1, so it's becoming 1.08 to the power 20 minus M 0.08, 1.08 to the power 20. We are getting something similar, but this is an investment problem. This is the interesting thing, and it's happening because the investment is also like that. He has invested a money that is compounded annually, but he is also taking out. So basically it's equation wise it's becoming the same thing. And then the question is, after 20 years, if the account is empty, so he has nothing left, what will M be? P is actually given, so what M will be? So this one becomes 0, P is 50,000, 1.08, 20, M 0.08, 1.08, 20 minus 1, so this one M 0.08, 1.08 to the power 20 minus 1, and 50,000, 1.08, 1.08 to the 20, so finally M will be 50,000 here, 1.08, 20 times 0.08, so I won't do the calculation, I will leave it here, just plug in these values in a computer and it should work out. We will get an M. So basically this one is something is putting in. Sometimes there are investment problems which I will do. Just an example that a person puts in a certain value, say P, every year for 20 years. So what is the final amount after 20 years? So when he puts in, like after first year, he puts P, every year he is putting P. So what is the amount? Maybe for 20 years he is doing, so what is the amount for after 20 years? So the first amount that he puts in will actually be there for, if the interest rate, say annual interest rate is say 5%, so it's becoming 0.5, and this one is staying for 20 years. The second one will stay for 19 years. The third one will stay for 18 years, like that, and the final A20, that will stay for just the before. If he gives the amount, invests the amount in the beginning of the year and takes out what is at the end, so this is the amount he puts in the beginning of 20th year, and towards the end it is becoming this much. So the first year he puts in stays for 20 years. The second year the amount he puts in stays for 19 years. So the total amount will be essentially the sum. So A1 plus A2 up to A20, and A1 will be P1.0520 plus P1.0519 up to P1.05, and then the total amount will be again just the sum. So the total amount, whatever, if I say the total amount is whatever it is, KSA, so this one is becoming A. So basically it's just writing the series properly again. I will actually write here. So yeah, if I write the series properly, P, let's take out, it's becoming 1.08 plus 1.08 square plus 1.08 cube up to 1.08 20 years. So the total amount P A is 1.08, that's A. R is 1.08 again, that's the R here, and terms there are 1, 2, 3 up to 20, and then minus 1, so 1.08 minus 1, so this will be the total sum, and P is whatever the investment amount, so invested amount. So this is how an investment that can be, it's like a every year investment that amounts up to something after certain years. So this is another problem that can be there.